Hello everyone, surprise. I'm making a video for the first time in a while. Sorry I haven't uploaded anything in a long time. I've just there's many reasons why I haven't uploaded anything, and one of the biggest reasons is because that I just haven't had any good or original ideas on what to do. I mean, I have some ideas and I have some recorded combos and stuff like that, but I just don't have enough for a full video. Anyway, and another reason why I haven't uploaded anything in a while is kind of a more of a personal problem that I've been dealing with for a while. About 5 months ago, I began feeling pretty sick. I started having these really weird heart things, like my heart would start beating really weird, and it would happen after meals or going from sitting to standing. My heart would go like really fast, and it would freak me out. And the more time went by, the faster it would beat. Like more, days. And I started getting lightheaded, and I was just, it was just really scary. So I thought, maybe it's because I'm fat. So I started doing exercise, I started eating right, I started jogging, and little by little, I started losing weight, and everything I was feeling, my palpitations and everything, they kept getting worse and worse, and I didn't know what was going on. And then it got to a point where my chest started hurting, and it was hurting, and I was freaking out. It started like 5 months ago, and it felt like I was dying. And so I started losing all this weight, and I thought, maybe it's time for a change. So I got a haircut, and I grew a beard. I like it. I went to the hospital, the first time. It was about 4 months ago, and they told me, oh, it looks like you have a pulled muscle, which is causing you, palpitations. You must have been doing an exercise that must have pulled the muscle, And I thought, well, maybe because the chest pains didn't start until after I started doing exercising, so maybe I pulled a muscle, but I didn't really think so. So they told me, just stop exercising for a little while, let it rest, and it might get better. So I stopped exercising for like a whole month, but I kept eating right, eating a certain amount of food, small meals a day, healthy foods like, a lot of vegetables and fruits. I cut off alcohol. I haven't drank in a long time. I cut off alcohol, caffeine, sugar, salt, all that stuff. But I still felt weak and shaky, and like everything I did made me tired. Like throwing a ball made my arm tired, and then the next day it would hurt because it was sore or something, just from like throwing a ball once or something. I don't know. Anyway, after like a month, I just didn't get better, so I went to the hospital again because I don't have a doctor and I don't have insurance, so I had to go to the hospital. So I get there, and they actually took blood tests. They took blood, and they ended up telling me that it was acid in my chest. So I said, is it from what I'm eating or something? And they're like, yeah, just don't eat spicy foods and all this stuff. And by that time, I started having pains on my sides, like in my large intestine or something, at the top, right below the ribs, right here. Oh, you can't see it. Like right here. I don't know. Anyway, I started having all these pains, and I wasn't feeling good, and I kept getting worse and worse. And I think at one point I was so constipated that I didn't go to the restroom for like 2 weeks. For real, 2 weeks. They took blood tests, and they told me everything was fine. There was no abnormalities in my blood, and my red blood cells were fine. There were no blood clots. There were no abnormalities in my white blood cells, which meant that for the most part there was no cancer or diabetes, yeah, or anything. They just said I'm healthy. You're healthy. You're just having acid, acid in your chest, and it's causing all this pain in your chest, and it's causing pain in your sides. And I said, okay, I'll trust you. And I felt good after that. Whenever I felt good, I actually felt a little better just knowing that maybe that's what it was. So from then on, I quit eating spicy foods, and after a little while, it started getting worse and worse and worse, and like my side started hurting really bad, and it would hurt every single day, every minute. It was like somebody was inside my abdomen just squeezing everything, and it sucked. I felt like I was dying, and I was really scared, and I felt like nobody believed that I felt this way. Anyway, I started reading about myself, like trying to figure out what was wrong. And little by little, I started figuring out maybe I figured maybe I'm allergic to something. So I cut off wheat, because some people are allergic to gluten, and all I ate for a long time was wheat sandwiches with turkey and stuff like that, just to eat healthy. So I thought maybe I've been eating a lot of turkey sandwiches. Maybe the wheat bread is what's causing the allergy, gluten. So I cut off gluten for a week, which was horrible because it basically cut off all wheat and everything. So it was all my carbs. So all my energy that I had, came from that. So I felt like, oh man, it sucked so bad. Getting up, I felt like my heart was gonna explode. From pumping so fast to try to catch up with my body. So I tried that for like a week, and by the end of the week, I went to the hospital again, and I thought maybe there's something wrong with my, maybe there really is something wrong with my heart itself. And so they did x-rays and all this stuff, and they said that my heart was fine. Sorry, I'm sick. They said my heart was fine. There's nothing wrong with my heart. It's just working hard, and they couldn't really tell why, but they said it's got to be the acid. They wouldn't drop it. It's the acid. They said, okay, try cutting off dairy, and I said, yeah, that's what I was planning. So last weekend on Saturday morning, I went to the hospital. So from then till today, I cut off all dairy and went back to eating wheat and everything. So I got all my carbs back, and for the first time in 5 months, I actually feel good. I feel a lot better. My chest still hurts every once in a while, but not as much. It's like it's kind of dying down. The acid is, not as frequent or as hard, as severe, and my sides aren't as bad as they used to be. They and I feel normal. I feel, I'm finally feeling a lot better. I actually went for a jog today, and I got further than I ever did before without stopping. And of course I had to stop because it was so cold that I couldn't breathe anymore. And I still feel it. Probably shouldn't have jogged. Anyway, I lost like 60 pounds, which is good. And I think I may have a dairy, like a lactose intolerance, I think is what it's called. And so I have a doctor's appointment next week during spring break, and I'm going to see what he says about that. Oh, I finally got health insurance because I finally got a real job. Feeling a lot better. Anyway, another major thing I wanted to talk about was just getting back to making videos and finishing up loose ends and everything. And I'm really broken about this whole combo challenge thing, because every time I have all the designs except for 2 of them left to finish, and I haven't been able to work on them for the past 5 months because I can't. This sitting down and hunching forward, this is new to me. I haven't been able to do this in months. Every time I would do this, it would hurt my chest so bad. I couldn't sit down on a computer to type. I'd have to sleep sitting down with one of those neck pillows. I don't know. I want to get back to finishing everything up. I need to finish all the combo challenge winner prizes. I want to get everything sent. I actually tried to do everything by myself, you know, all the shirt transfers, to print everything out and do the shirts, but it looks ghetto. It looks ghetto, so I'm gonna have it all done at this little place I know where they do actually, like, they do pretty good quality for, you know, and they do really good quality shirts. So I'm gonna have that done as soon as I get paid, you know, for my job. Yeah, as soon as I get paid, I'll take care of that, and from now till then, I'll try to finish everything, prizes that I have to finish, and then I have the taunt challenge for the Street Fighter vs. Tekken. I haven't really. I need to go back to that and figure out who won and everything. And for that, I'm not gonna do art because I want to catch up. So I'll just surprise you with something else. So I'll be emailing whoever won and email you something. I don't know what, but something. I'm really hopeful that everything is good and I'll be okay eventually, you know. I'm just trying to stay positive and, you know, hope for the best. Anyway, have a good day, guys, and have fun this spring break.